All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We're going to talk something a little different. I'm going to talk to you about a pattern. Now, we don't really do these often, but I thought this is an important one you need to know if you're going to be trading options. So, make sure you're paying attention, drop a thumbs up on the video, and make sure you're subscribed. But I'll let Josh introduce, I'll let him do the intro for you guys, and I'll get back to you in a little bit. So, we're going to talk about an option trading pattern. It's related to time decay and theta. So, we saw this today when we were trading. We saw it, you have the Tesla options here. If you guys are on stream today, you saw these, man. These we were watching them for a very, very long time at 10, 15 cents, 20 cents, 30. And, they made a move. Actually, I have UNH overlaid. We played that as well, too. But you get to even see, the stock was actually, it really got to really make a move. And you had a long time to act. And this is the strategy of pushing it to the wall. So I really want to explain that so people do not, even though we've been talking about it a lot, but this is a good real-time example. And, I show the weekly contracts because this is the essence of showing you the value of a contract. Why would anybody pay you for a contract? So if you've ever bought an option contract and wondered, hey, why is this one have value, or why is this one priced like this? I like to look at Friday. You don't have to trade them, and we actually did that on McDonald's. We were looking at McDonald's. We wanted to play these 200s, but as you guys see, they opened up. They went, from 40 cents down to 20 cents, shot back up to 50 cents, came down to 10 cents. We saw them come back to 20 cents, but they ended up worthless, because you have to ask yourself, why would anybody pay you, today, by the end of today, why would they pay you any money to buy McDonald's from you for $200 a share if they could go buy it at $199.48? It wouldn't make sense. So that's why there's no value there in that contract. So that's what we're going to talk about here with theta, and it does actually bring up kind of this pattern of what you want your stock to look like. So my Australian friend will talk about it, but I don't know what to call it. But you could get a better you'll get a better example to see just how the contracts are valuing. Really, if you overlay the stock with the contract, there's something you're really looking for. And this is what I was talking about with options, where you don't have to be early. And a lot of people think they have to be early in terms of like getting into the play. Like, with trading stocks, yes, if you buy it and, buy low, sell high. Options, you could wait a little bit. And that's what the theta and time decay and these weekly contracts show. So this is for learning and educational purposes, but let's get into it. So I want to go to Tesla. This was the play, and again, we were watching this on stream all day, and I said I wanted to play this. And if you guys, you could go watch the recap, youtube.com/the stock market. It's pinned in the comments, but we were saying we were stalking this play because all the while Tesla was going down, I looked at this and I already had a play. And now if you guys go watch the video I made, day swinging, where you could make day trades, but again, make them where they have some time. So I played Tesla earlier in the week, and I actually had these 315s or 215s, and I bought them a few days ago. I was in at like 30 or 40 cents. As you see, for a few days, they're up at 80. They dropped down 50%. I was in at like 30, 35 cents or 40 cents, and now it closed at 420. I sold out of it at 240, and I rolled over to a different weekly. So you could even see I rolled over to the 210. So I did it at a bad time, and we'll go over that play, but I want to show you that pattern that I'm actually looking for, and you could kind of see it here on today. And my Australian friend, he calls it a frog. You guys can see the little eyes. I don't know. I think people, I've always wanted to invent a stupid pattern, and I think people just pick up on technicals and patterns. So I don't know, Colt. I guess here's our time to do it. It's the frog pattern. Well, here it is. You guys see it. You see the little jaws out there, huh? You got the little perky eyes. They look just like a frog. And that's what you're looking for. And, pretty much the bigger the frog right there, the bigger the leap usually. And I'll take a look at some other ones, but that's I don't know if you want to call it the frog and leap. And then sometimes it fails, though. And that's where the pushing the wall strategy comes into play. But I think Josh can explain it a little better than I could. But hopefully you guys are seeing that it's that. But that's what we're looking for, because if you notice, for a very good amount of time, this contract even today was 30 cents, and it closed up at $4.20. Funding secured right there, baby. So Elon would be proud, but not really. I actually feel really bad for Elon today, honestly. Really, we should all pray for him, because this is kind of tragic. But at the end of the day, you see the contracts, the stock is going down. So look, Tesla already dropped. So understand this right here, right now. This is where you have to understand time decays. Why was this contract cheap? Because today Tesla dropped. So what? At the morning it was at 224. At this time it was at 217. So it's already dropped $7. That's a pretty decent amount so far. And this contract went from what, 27 cents to $1.20, $1.30. That was a good gain. It was at $100. And why was it at that price? Because think about it. It's a 215 put. So somebody agrees to buy Tesla from you at $215 per share by the end of today. So at this moment, at what? 3 hours into the market, there's still another 3 hours left. They're saying, hey, they're willing to pay $1.30 for this contract because they're thinking, well, if Tesla is going to drop below 215, it's not going to drop more than $1.30. That's why they're charging that amount. So, but they're willing to pay for it because at the end of the day, even then, why does it have a price? Because in 3 hours, Tesla could still drop. That's why even though it's not in the money, even though it was at 217, somebody was willing to pay $130 for it. But then now what? Let's say 30 minutes or about an hour goes by, Tesla bounces and it stays at $219.85, $220. So now you're about $5 out of the money. That contract goes from $1.30 down to 32 cents. So now that's theta. Why did you lose? That's time decay. Because again, this contract expires today. Why is anybody going to pay you? Again, they were willing to pay you $1 here an hour ago because there was 3 hours left on the contract, and Tesla already dropped $7 in 3 hours, and it was plummeting, hitting a new low at 217, and you're $2 out of the money. They were willing to pay you $100, but an hour later, again, shorter duration contract, you're going to exceed theta and experience it faster in the contracts. An hour later, it drops. Why? Because, well, the stock's leveled out. It changes the whole trajectory and velocity. So now there's 2 hours left on the contract, but now someone's willing to pay you $30 for it because at the end of the day, well, it has to drop $5 for you to just get at the money or in the money. So at $30, your break even's $30. So it's saying it's going to go to what, 214.70. But now watch what happens. The stock keeps going. So it's what, 11.20 down to like 12.15, almost about another hour. So there's a little bit. Actually, how much left is time on there? So I think they're actually, wait. So that was oh no, so you had even here. Oh no, so here, this was an hour into the market, excuse me. So we're going to have to backtrack all of that, just subtract the hour really. So even then, this was still so that contract was even really cheap because there was 3 hours. But again, it's not really that cheap with 3 hours left. But you could still see, again, whether there's 4 hours or 5 hours remaining on there, you get to see what happens here. And this is what you're looking for. And this is the pattern you have to understand with time decay, because just because you buy a contract and the stock goes down doesn't mean it's going to go in favor. And if you want to get some of these gains, this is what we look for. This is how we stock and wait and push it to the wall. This is what I mean, is because it's expiring. So by pushing it to the wall, it's going to lose and gain its value faster. That's why no one's willing to pay for it here, even as the stock is dropping. Now it's like what? Now it's 1 o'clock. Here it was 9 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1. So now 4 hours have passed, and now there's like 3 hours left in the contract here. But again, the stock's already dropping. It's hitting a new low. Now the stock is literally at 215, 215.96, $1 out of the money, but the contract's at 47 cents now, just about $10 more than what we paid. But the difference is it has a lot less time. So you're paying for a lot less time, but that's why people are willing to pay for it. But then again, this is what you're looking for in the pattern, where I'm saying you don't have to be early, and you're looking for a stock that's going down. You're looking for a contract that's depreciated, but eventually there's going to be a lag right when it gets near the money. There's going to be contracts that are still just super depreciated, and then boom, it's going to take off and cut through there, and boom, you're going to make $1 million. Actually, no, you shouldn't do that because it's a daily contract and it's a really insane risk. So this is actually just so you understand how time decay and theta works, because as you see, they're very volatile and a lot of them end up at zero. So if you don't know what you're doing, you'll lose. Great to paper trade though. Great to paper trade and learn from. And again, we stocked this today with McDonald's, and this was again pushing it to the wall. What we were talking about is selecting these contracts that you want that are expensive, that start in the money or at the money, and then wait till they come down and watch them. So today, McDonald's, it was at $199.43. it was at 230 cents. It was 30 cents in the money. The contract's worth 53 cents at this time. But then McDonald's drops back down to 1.99. The contract comes down to 9 cents. McDonald's coming back up here, and as you see, it starts to make the little frog. But what happened, McDonald's didn't end up going up. So if McDonald's ended up actually ripping, you would have saw it kind of close there, and you would have saw the little eyes peek out, or whatever you want to call it. But essentially, hours go by and time goes by, but the contract holds its price, but the contract still does what you want it to do. So it's like playing the contract without playing it on the weekly. You could watch it, and then if there is really a catalyst and is going to push it, you get into it. That's why at the end of the day today, I made a lot of those daily plays. I only put $5-10 on plays, and the video was one of them. I know some people played these, the 155s. This was one of them. If you see it, it was going to make a big frog. As you see here, we got into it, and it started to do the frog right there. We got in. I think I got in at like 10 cents. I think I got 10 cents or 5 cents, and it shot up to 60 cents. It was a quick 600%, but that's because it was dropping. So if it kept going and it came back up again, or wait, did that close? That didn't close out the money, did it? Hold on. Yeah, no, the contract went up to 30. Okay, it only went up to 30 cents from like 5, from 10 cents. So excuse me. Whew, that got me too excited. I was like, whoa, hold on. But you could still see it was doing that there. I wonder what I think the 157s did it. So we were a little late. We were too late here. You could have done it here. Same price point, 10, 15 cents, 20 cents if you got in, and those ended up closing at 2.58 and closing at $1 in the money. So not too bad, but you can see there's the little frog. Look at it, just a little monster. So I don't know what you guys want to call it, but I'm trademarking this. So the Colt, we could just call it the Colt pattern or the frog. I think the frog pattern, frog and leap. Yeah, I like the frog and leap, Josh. I think you should go with that one. I think we'll go with that one. I like it, but be careful with these weeklies. I think it's good for you guys to study. We played these, and if you did see the Tesla, if you guys want to take a look at that play, I did get that for 30 cents. I got those 265s. I got these for 35 cents a few days ago. We put that out on the stream alert, and if you were on stream, of course, you got to see it. So let's see. Again, a few days ago, you could see it was at that 30 cents, but what I did today, it shot up to like 250, and I sold around 250. It hit 270. It was coming down around 250. I sold out. It dropped to $1. Again, it was going to expire today. That's why I was quick to sell it. But when it dropped, let's go to today. It was around the first drop, so like 250. It made that first drop, and around here, I averaged down to a 210 for 30 cents. Yeah, so see, you can see the time correlates a little bit around. Let me take the... Where's the 30 cents? I bought these for 30 cents. Yeah, I got those at 30 cents around that time, 14.25. Yeah. See, I got it like I sold out at the bottom. I really bottom ticked Tesla. I sold out. I got a good price at it. I think I had 280 actually, and then it went up. It bounced up a little bit higher here. I got them at 30 cents, but then I ended up paying way too much for them. It shot up a little bit, came back down. But like I said, if I ended up actually going to these 212s, they ended up doing it and closing in the money. I said it even on the stream alert today. I said I'm going a little too early. I was going to play it, but we were literally watching Tesla all day. So if you go watch the recap, I'll get you guys a clip. We were watching it over. If someone wants to go through the recap and tag it, we were saying Tesla all day. I said I'm stocking and waiting. I'm waiting. We talked about this whole lesson. So it's good to see it in real time. Friday, these contracts are expiring today. You're not going to be able to look at them, but overall, I think it's a great learning lesson. So hope you guys had fun. Hopefully you guys had a good week. I had a lot of fun, even though we were a little bit sick there. We still closed out pretty strong. Great weekend, you guys. So we got the watch list coming on Sunday. I think we're going to stream. I don't know about tomorrow. What do you guys think about tomorrow for a stream? But I think Sunday night we'll have a stream ready to go with the watch list. So be prepared. Get ready to go Monday. Let me know how you guys feeling. If there's any news, post it below. Any questions? You guys want me to make a video on anything? Anybody want to spin the wheel? Let me know, man. Shout out all the people. We got some lotto winners today, baby. So much love, guys. Drop a like, thumbs up if you're new, subscribe. Okay, love you guys. Peace out.